Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Rising Stars of Toronto. Today's episode, I have with me Roy Gerling, who's a friend of mine when I used to do background in films, and we used to talk a lot of things. And at one day, he told me that he is a paranormal investigator. Yes, you heard that right, paranormal investigator. And I dig deep. He's got a YouTube channel and he has recorded a lot of creepy videos across ghosted places in Toronto, and that's why I'm going to bring him on show so he can talk more about his journey and process. Roy, welcome to my show, man.
Hello, how are you doing? Come over here. It's been a long time. How is everything?
Good, very good. Very good. So much of energy. What is that box?
Oh, well, this contains all of my ghost hunting gear.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a very special box. It's
All
about
right.
like $4,000 inside here.
Well, pick it up. Let's see what it got.
Here, try carrying it. You got it?
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says, and in case anyone's wondering what this is from the Conjuring movies. This is like Annabelle's like case. So
This guy is serious. All right. Let's talk about how have you been?
how have I been? You know what? I've been pretty good. You know, I've been working out a lot. You know, I've cut out a lot of junk food out of my life. You know, I used to be 235. When you met me, I was 235, but now I weigh 178. So pretty big weight loss journey.
Good job, man. I can see the progress.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Very good. You see me, I'm putting up a show.
It's pretty nice. Love the
Taking
set.
you. Thank you. I think I want to do something artsy. So that's how, and I also want to do something for the community.
Yeah.
So this idea came.
Oh,
and
thank you
that's
so
like,
much for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Of course. Of course.
I would like to know about how it all started for you with acting. Let's talk about that first.
With acting.
Yes.
So first, I kind of started with my, okay, no, very, very, very beginning. So I wasn't even interested in acting, right? I originally went to school for film production. So that's why when you watch my videos, there's a lot of quality to them, right? But it wasn't until my documentary class that when the journey really started. So unfortunately, it was during COVID, so I wasn't able to get any actors for my documentary. So I personally had to act in it. Right. And one of the things that we had to do was we had to go film a documentary. Right. And I wanted to do something cool, like something that no one else in the class was doing. Right. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go hunt for some ghosts. And so I was like, okay, what do I need? Well, I'm going to need an EMF meter. I'm going to need a spirit box. Right. I'm going to need like a little crew that came with me. So I bought like 4 or 5 dudes. I was kind of really nervous. Normally I would never ever bring that many people ever again. But I was really nervous and I needed people to be around me. And so we decided that we wanted to go over to this place called Ghost Road in Port Perry. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, well, the story was that there was like this guy, right? And he was riding his motorcycle, right? And then he made like a one little wrong turn and he flipped off, right? And he landed in the fence and the fence sliced him in half.
Oh my God.
And so whenever you go to this corner, right, you can still see the headlights from his bike coming through and reacting the events forever.
Do you get to see that?
Yeah, I saw the headlights, so that was just the urban legend. But when I tried to get it on my phone, right, it didn't register because it was so far away. It was like 3-4 kilometers, and I didn't have the same phone that I do now.
What time did you go there?
I went there around I think it was about 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
Alone, or you had someone?
Yeah, I had a group of 5 people. Yeah, we even had like a medium there, and she had like her like little tarot cards. So when we're like done our whole thing, she was like using the tarot cards to try to go talk to her or talk to the guy. Yeah.
Are you not scared?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The very first one, I was pissed scared, man. Oh my gosh. It's like when you go on these investigations, there's like this aura. right? It's like this like blanket effect, right? Especially like when they know what you're trying to do. It's like if you're walking through like past a haunted house, you're not going to feel anything, right? Even if let's say you go into a haunted house, right? But the second you start opening doors and start, knocking, be like, oh, is there any spirits here?
Yeah.
Right? That's when they come, and that's when you feel that blanket that goes over you.
So what do you think of this Ouija board or something? There's this boards with numbers and things like that.
Oh,
Do you
man.
think What do you think of that?
I would say that people should stay away from that thing.
What is it called again?
The Ouija board.
Ouija board.
Yeah. So back when I was doing my documentary, right, we actually did like a trial run. We wanted to see if like all the equipment worked, right? And so we went over to like Durham College, right? And I brought my roommate, right? And he was like super into it. We managed to catch some videos of pioneers, right? Oh, I don't know, like there was some kind of ghastly apparition there, right? I didn't post it on YouTube because it was horrible. It was scuffed. Like I didn't know what I was doing, right? And he decided like the very next week, oh, I'm gonna go buy an Ouija board, and he started to play with it, like in the apartment by himself, right? And I told him that one of the rules of the game, if you read like the little booklet that comes with it, it says do not play alone.
Alone, okay.
Right? And so what he kept doing was he kept playing with this board by himself, right? Because he wanted to see if this was real, and he wanted to feel that like cursed energy, and started inviting all these crazy things into his life, right? And then one day I just get a little knock on my my room door, and he tells me, oh, my hamster died. I'm like, your hamster died? And yeah, this was like 3-4 days later after buying the board, right? And he just gets like super depressed, right? He got so depressed that the cops actually had to come over and grab him for, mental health issues that I don't really want to say on camera. And yeah, after like 2 weeks of being instituted, he came back to the apartment, and he did the same thing again.
Oh no.
He started playing with the board again. And guess what he came back with? Another hamster. And guess what happens? 3 days later, that's a special number, 3, dead.
Who's dead?
The hamster. And then a month passes by, and then his parents came over and took all of his stuff away. That's the last ever seen of him. That's why Ouija boards are bad.
What do you think of that equipment then? Do you think you're safe with that?
No, but I think it's the way you use it. So ghost hunting opens a lot of doors, like spiritual portals or entryways, right? That these things can enter your life. And if you don't know what you're doing and you're very unsafe with it, right? These things could really affect you, right? I've brought people with me onto investigations, and they ended up getting seriously hurt and messed up after coming with me. So no, it's not very much different from an Ouija board.
What's going on with you or at these live spots? Are you not scared? Are you not taking things with you to home? Are you like, tell me about your scariest moments about this.
The scariest moments?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right, is when they follow you home. You see, not all the time the investigations are going to be super crazy. You're going to catch most of your stuff in post-production when you're actually like in your video editing screen, right? But yeah, but the scariest part is definitely when they follow you back, right? And they never come to you when you're awake. They always come to you like when you're sleeping, because that's when you're at your most vulnerable state. Like I'm kind of like talking about like sleep paralysis, but at the same time kind of not really. It's like I've woken up so many times in the past to apparitions that shown up in the front of my bed, or even from the ceiling. I remember I went to this place called the Hermitage, and we caught some crazy paranormal activity, right? But once we were finished and we came back home, my girlfriend and I at the time, we went to bed, right? And then 3 hours later, there was like this big black circle like on the ceiling, right? And all I see is like these clawing out like this, right? And what came out was like a clown's head, and it had like these weird like fingers as like a mane, right? And like super sharp teeth, and it was hissing, and yeah.
All right.
So it was a crazy time. And really all I did...
Did you see it too, or was it just you?
Oh, she saw it. And that's the
question
scary part.
No. So when you think it's that scary, why are you putting yourself in such tough situations? I mean, why are you doing it?
Why? Because I think that people need to see what's real. Like, we live in a spiritual world, right? There are forces that we have no idea that make things work, right? And I really want people to have hope that there's also good in the world.
So how do you stop a ghost not to follow you home? Is there a way?
To be very honest with you, you can't really do very much. When you open these kind of doors, something was bound to come back with you, 100%. But the only thing that you can do is in the moment, in that first encounter, right? You start praying. You pray to God. You pray for protection, right? You pray to be covered in the blood of Jesus, right? And most of the time, those four things would stop any attack.
What are some of the scariest spots in Toronto?
The scariest spots in Toronto.
Yes.
Well, I would say, for me personally, right, I would say it's Gibraltar's Tower, or Gibraltar's Point, which is this giant lighthouse that's on the Toronto Islands. Yeah. Nothing really too crazy happened there, but in the woods, I think that's where the most paranormal activity took place. So the story is that it was about this guy.
Listen, no more stories unless if they're too scary.
Okay.
Are they?
Well, there was a guy. He died. Yeah. And then he was, he got dragged through the woods.
I see.
And then they found his jawbone like 80 years later. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wait. So there was one incident where my cousins, they all went to Old Finch Road.
Oh,
with their equipment.
really?
They've bought their own equipment.
Oh my goodness.
All the creepy stuff, and then they went at midnight, and like they couldn't encounter anything.
It didn't encounter anything. Well, but, that's like you have to do a ritual there, right? Like you can't just go over there, right? All right. It's a very specific spirit. You have to sing "Happy Birthday."
Okay. Don't sing or do anything of those rituals on my set. Not in here.
All right. It's just
I don't want unwanted guests on my show. Okay.
Yeah.
So he got this box, and I want to open it and see what it looks like, but it also scares me the same moment because these are the same devices that invite unwanted guests. So I'm kind of contemplating whether to show you or not, but you could open the box and give a quick peek. I don't want to this is spirit box, this is what it does. No more talk like that. Okay?
All right. As long as we don't open any doors,
so
we should be okay.
Huh?
As long as we don't open any doors, it should be okay.
Like doors as in even that box door?
No, not like that. But like opening up that way of communication. Okay. So. Oh, you don't want to see? Sorry.
Wait. So what's in the box?
Stuff.
What stuff?
Ghost hunting equipment.
Like, tell me about what you have, and then you can just show what.
Well, it's easier if I show you.
All right then.
I mean, if I just start telling you names, you probably wouldn't know.
All right.
You sure you're ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay, I'll just put it away then. You sure? I'm gonna show you anyways.
All right.
Okay, so
turn it the other side so they can see.
Oh yeah.
I should put it up.
Like this.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the prodigal son, the Olympus, right? This is what Zach Bagans used to collect EVPs, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten this thing to work. Most of the EVPs I've ever gotten was like on my cell phone. In case you don't know what that means, it means electro voice phenomenon, right? And that's when spirits are actually able to speak through the microphone. Okay. You know what? How about we make it fun? You pull something out of the box.
I what?
You pull something out of the box. I'll tell you what it is.
You don't describe so much. You just pick it up, say what it is, put it down.
Yeah.
Like 5 seconds of each.
Okay. All right.
Just 5 seconds.
Okay. So this right here is the SB11. And this is what you would call a spirit box. This is actually my...
No, not opening. Oh, fine.
Well,
I don't know.
You want to see it in just the box?
All right, open it.
Okay.
I'm so fucking nervous. There's going to be beep there.
I forgot how to open this thing. There we go. This is the best spirit box that money could buy. Do you know what a spirit box is?
Cost?
No, do you know what a spirit box is?
No.
So a spirit box is a piece of equipment that allows you to communicate with spirits through the white noise created through the radio sweeps. Kind of get it? Right, you kind of have like two different types that you can do with this thing. You can go through AM bands or FM bands, right? I found that the most success was through the AM bands because I think that because AM bands are a lot longer, right? It
They
gives
would-
them more time to speak.
What are you trying to do? Make all of my audience turn into paranormal investigators?
Sorry, I'll put it away.
Do you pick like random radio frequencies on AM band from like other people, not like paranormal frequencies?
Well, you know what? That's actually a very valid question. That's why I prefer to use AM radio opposed to FM, because no one really uses AM bands anymore because they're much shorter distance, right? FM is a lot longer. That's why you can be all the way in Barrie and hear FM radio, right? But you won't hear some AM bands. It's really just a dead frequency, right? But the idea is to sweep through so quickly, right, that they're able to speak through the white noise in between. You know what I'm saying?
So once you record something, do you have to do some sort of modulation or noise reduction to be able to hear it?
That's actually a very, very, very valid question. So I have a couple of things that I do. I would either keep playing it back, right, over and over again, right, until I hear what it says, and I'll put down in my video little subtitles of what it's saying. And if it's like, let's say, if it was like super, super distorted, right, I like to put this thing called a high pass filter. So basically what that means is that anything that's above a certain frequency, it'll cut it out. So it'll isolate that specific sound, right? And there's also low pass filters that also work depending on the spirit that you have. Okay, let's open another thing.
Usually I have a lot of questions that I ask my guests or the acting coaches that I take classes from. But this one I don't want to get too much into about the boxes because I don't want to learn a thing. All right.
Okay, just another thing.
This one there.
Oh, this is just some lavaliers. I haven't actually had to get them working yet, but because they only work on like cameras and stuff.
I see.
So yeah.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't have any.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the other important tool?
Well, we got this. This
Yeah.
is my original spirit box. This is the first one that I brought with me to Ghost Road. The problem with this one is that it's super, super distorted, and it's just really, really hard to make out any of the voices. But let's see. This thing here, this is a thermal camera. This thing actually does wonders. If you're in pitch black, this thing is great. Only problem is sometimes the video file is corrupt, and that just makes me sad.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Do you
Next
think the video files are corrupted because of the negative energy?
That is a very valid point. Or it could just be a really crappy camera off Amazon. Okay, and then there's these two things. I don't really pull these out too much because it's just they're too easy to tamper with. You know what I mean? And I like to provide like actual like evidence of the paranormal, right? Because like it's so easy to fake it like this, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So these are called like dowsing rods. Have you ever seen them?
Nope.
No? You actually can use this to find
All
water.
right. I think let's put it back.
That's how wells came about. Yeah.
I have another better segment planned for you. Okay, this segment is scaring me. This is why I'm trying to wrap. All right.
Oh, okay.
For those of you who's watching, please don't try this at house.
And this is actually my newest purchase.
We have more.
Oh, this isn't ghost hunting, but like, I just thought it'd be really cool to show you. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
It's my baby. It is a Holy Stone drone,
Oh,
right? It's awesome. In case you ever want to use it, I got a drone. I also have these two things that I love very dearly, and a lot of paranormal investigators hate me for it. Is this thing? This is called a K2 meter.
What
You know
does
what
that
this
do?
does? What do you think this thing does? This is
I don't want to guess. You
Yeah,
tell
take a
me.
guess, take a guess.
I know.
Okay, so basically this is an EMF reader,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it detects electromagnetic frequencies.
Okay.
So as you know, spirits, they require energy to be able to manifest, right? So whenever you turn negative ions into positively charged ions, you create this thing called an electromagnetic field, right? And that's how you're actually able to detect the proximity of a ghost. But the problem with K2 meters is that they can easily pick up anything that anything that goes through the same process of creating electricity. So very, very easy to mess up with. But that's why I always do things outdoors. I only did, I think, 2 indoor investigations with it. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Time to shut this box. All right. Let's get to it.
Okay.
So, I know we've spoke so much about paranormal investigation. Let's just jump back into acting. So, where are you in the process? What What are you doing? How's the work been? What kind of work?
Well, so far, I think my biggest thing was actually, I think 3 weeks ago, I was in a Tim Hortons commercial with Canada's Got Talent. Yeah, it aired quite recently, and my grandparents were there watching the TV when they saw it. So it was pretty awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
that must be a proud moment for you and your family members. That's really good.
Yeah, no one in my family has ever been on TV, so
Okay.
it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty nice feeling.
So how did you book that commercial?
You know what? It was actually by luck, because I was kind of going through like a really, really like dry season. There was no work, there was no gigs going on. Like the new tariffs that came in for the film tariffs, the 100% film tariffs.
Yeah.
And so the industry's been super, super dry. So I'm just like sitting there and I'm praying, right? And the next day I get a call from Olivia. It's like, hey, can you show up to set tomorrow? I was like, show up to set? Right now, like tomorrow? It's like, yeah. Can you like go up to like Brampton at like 4 a.m.?
Okay.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna give you like $450. Yeah, I can 100% make it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So who's Olivia?
Olivia is actually my agent.
Okay. What agency is she from?
Imperious.
Imperious.
Yeah.
Cool. I had a meeting with them once, but
Oh, really?
what's
They're
the name?
quite
There are other ones, but I think they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But
They're
there are a lot
very,
of
very good.
other agencies as well. Yeah. So what's going on with your acting? Are you taking any more classes, or are you going to create your own content? I heard you started your own business. Talk about that.
Yeah, well, I started my production company, so I have the Spirit Detective Bureau. But one of the biggest obstacles that I've been facing with that was was getting locations. So a lot of these places, right, you need to have film insurance, right? And the only way you can get film insurance is by having a production company or being part of a production company. So I kind of thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start my own. I don't know nothing about business, but I'm going to.
When you said film locations, were you referring to haunted places?
Yeah.
Okay, so even they want you to have insurance.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they allow you to
It's
shoot.
also expensive.
They allow you to shoot.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay them?
Yeah.
Like how much?
Like $1,400.
Like one time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. But I really want to make it work, And those are kind of the things that you have to do. One of the sacrifices.
All right. So let me ask you about your decisions, right? You do understand that it is sometimes impacting people around you?
Yeah, that's why I decided to get a more experienced crew, and I decided to do a roster reshuffle.
What's going on with your parents' thought process? Are they comfortable with you doing all of this?
I'm an orphan. You heard it here, folks.
Okay. No, but okay.
Yeah.
That's hard. But I believe what did your aunt say about it?
Which? The paranormal?
Your aunt.
Oh, she thinks it's really cool. Especially she loves it when I show her like the entire process of making these videos, because I absolutely love it. I love setting up my own cameras. I love putting up the green screen. Yeah, I got a couple videos going up, and I love editing. Editing is one of my favorite things to do.
So you said about being orphan.
Yeah.
Well, are you comfortable talking about that part, or you don't want to?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so my mom, right, she actually abandoned me when I was 5. She walked out of my dad's life, and he was just kind of raising me as a single dad. And then when I was 18, I left for the army, and then 2 years later, he passed away.
Okay.
2020. So
you've been doing all of the spirit boxes. Have you ever tried to contact him?
No. I don't think that it's gonna sound super controversial, but I don't think people tend to stick around. Like, I do think that they're spirits, but I don't think they're human.
Okay. Anything else that is coming to your mind that you want to share or went out?
Well, I really, really want to make cat videos. I think they're pretty awesome. I kind of I want to buy a camera, and I want to document, what people's interaction with their cats, because I love like those serotonin-inducing videos.
Okay.
So that's going to be one of my channel's main productions.
Yeah, I
too.
think you have a long way to go, even with acting career. But whatever you are going to do with your paranormal investigation, just be cautious and careful. Yeah, you got to think about people around you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen Conjuring films.
Oh,
right.
I love The Conjuring. Oh my god.
They're like real stories of
Loosely,
paranormal.
very, very loosely. So the thing is the first Conjuring movie directed by James Wan.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing that they got, well, there's a lot of things that they got wrong with the film, right, is they didn't actually solve the case. It was kind of like a dead case. They're just kind of like prayed over the area, and they kind of just left the family on their own after investigating, right? And so the people that were actually there, they actually came out onto YouTube saying that actually things got like 1,000 times worse when they left, because they just started opening even more doors. There wasn't even an exorcism there. That's how fake that movie was. Yeah.
Do you watch all kinds of films like this, horror films? What do you think is like more authentic and reality, closer to reality?
The most authentic, closer to reality. They're all pretty wild, but I would say would be the Insidious movies. And I know what people are going to say, oh, well, there's no like Shadowverse. Well, there is, kind of. And it's called, the movie's based on this thing called the astral plane. And it's this thing where when you go to sleep, that you can project your soul into this like in-between universe, and you can go practically wherever you want. And the story of Insidious is that a child goes into this dimension, and his soul doesn't return, and he's placed into a coma. Yeah, have you watched that movie?
I have.
It's pretty awesome. But I don't know about the second and third one. I think they were pretty mid.
All right, with that, we are going to jump into our rapid fire round.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Ta-da-ta-da. A lot of questions coming your way.
Okay.
But don't give me elaborate answers.
All right. That's a pretty thick list.
I'm not going to ask you all. So what's the most haunted place you've ever visited?
Lakeshore Manor.
First ghost you think you've ever encountered?
Was in grade 2.
Time of the day you trust most of the activity happen?
Between times of 10 p.m. and 3 a.m.
Creepiest sound you've ever recorded?
Creepiest sound I ever recorded was Get Out at Lakeshore Manor.
Oh.
Get Out, yeah.
Clearest visual you've captured? I know I saw the snake spirit, but...
Oh, that was actually at the Hermitage in Hamilton.
Protect your item you carry with you?
My faith.
Do you sage or use any spiritual rituals post-hunt?
I don't believe in sage. Do you want me to explain that, or...?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, the reasons why I don't believe in sage is because if you look into the history of sage, right, the sage was never actually intended to get rid of the spirits, well, in native culture. It is more to appease the spirit as like a peace offering rather than like a deterrent.
Okay. What's the most overrated ghost film?
So, I would definitely say it's the first Conjuring movie, for sure.
Would you play yourself in a movie?
Yeah, 100%.
Who would direct your life story?
I would hope James Wan would.
Jeez, okay. Your first acting gig?
My first acting gig was Overcompensating. That's where I met you. Yeah.
Does ghost hunting make you a better actor?
I think so. You just have to go. There's a lot of process that is very similar to acting. It's more of like guerrilla style filming where we just kind of just go out there, no scripts, no nothing, right? But obviously your communication skills would definitely come in handy when creating content.
Favorite post-investigation food?
My favorite post
Either for your brain or for your...
Shawarma. I love chicken shawarma. It is my favorite.
Do you believe some people are more sensitive than others? Like for the energy?
Oh, 100%. Personally, I've noticed that females are very, very sensitive to the paranormal. They'll be the first one in any team to be able to feel anything.
Oh. Ever cried during a paranormal experience?
Ever cried? You know what? I think when my Adobe Premiere crashed and I had like 36 hours of editing on that thing, yeah, I cried.
Biggest misconception people have about you?
My biggest misconception? That's a hard one. I guess some people just think that my films are very disingenuous.
Who keeps you grounded through it all?
Who keeps me grounded? Jesus.
If your ghost work had a title, what would it be?
Sorry?
Ghost work.
My ghost work had a title?
Yeah.
Well, as you know, Spirit Detective Bureau.
If you could interview a ghost, who would that be?
Probably, what's that guy's name? Michael Jackson.
I think that's good enough. A lot of questions. I don't want to jump too much. That's awesome. Heavy talk. A lot of emotional, scary. I kind of felt all mixed emotions.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, thank you for joining me on my show.
Of course.
I have a special segment waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Can't
want
wait
you to
to see
close
it.
your eyes.
All right, right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Just close. And stay right there.
Okay. What the heck? Who are you?
Well, you've been wanting to interview a ghost. Here I am. Ah!
Wednesday Adams!
Nothing like a good old-fashioned scare.